With tons of animes that come out every so often every year, there's always going to be a few shows that at one point I was planning to watch within a certain year, or shows that came out many, many years ago up until this point that I've always wanted to watch, but I never got the chance to do it. And recently, as you know, as you remember, I did drop a review of Cyberpunk Edgerunners after finally giving it a shot over 3 years later, if I did my math correctly just now. But yeah, and I feel pretty ashamed that it took me 3 freaking years just to watch Cyberpunk Edgerunners, the one show that I was recommended to so many times by countless numbers of friends and anime watchers alike, and I never just got a shot until recently. And like I said, I love Cyberpunk Edgerunners. I think it's one of the best animes of 2022. So I figured that, you know what? If this is the case of this show, I actually want to be determined to watch every show that I have either put on my plan to watch list or what I had set on hold and actually finish them nuts to butts nonstop and actually talk about each show. And that's what I'm going to be doing today. So again, this video is kind of personal for me because I kind of want to make this video as like a testament. Like every show I have listed, at least in this video that I'm going to talk about right now, are shows that I promise I'm going to freaking watch and talk about every so often. And believe me, there's a few other big Juggernaut shows that I also want to watch too, that everyone has been talking about and praising about, but those would have to wait in the back burner. So, without further ado, I'm just gonna go through every anime that I'm planning to watch, and I guess finally, after this video is over, if you guys have any other animes that I should probably check out or watch just for the sake of whether it's fun, bad, if it's like the worst anime ever, or even an anime that's super, super good, please let me know down in the comments below, and I will do my best to get through watching those shows eventually. But for now, with that being said, let's get into everything that I'm 100% going to watch from this point forward to make up for my sins, for my wrongdoings. So, yep, I am not cheating you. I'm actually going to go through everything that I have on my plan to watch list on my Miami list page, as you can see. Now, obviously, as you see here, there are some shows here that are currently not yet aired, so we're not going to include this in this whole spiel. But there's shows here, like right off the bat, like the Quintessential Quintuplets movie, which I don't know why I didn't put this on my completed stuff. That probably won't count as well because I already know like how it ended, or I watched it at some point, but I just forgot to rate it. But then we have shows like Orb or even Clan that I definitely want to watch at some point. So again, as you see, it's a pretty lengthy list of shows that are either not airing right now or shows that I 100% want to actually give a shot and I'm determined to watch. So let's start off with the first big one, Grand Blue, the first season of Grand Blue to be exact. Yeah, Grand Blue. I've heard nothing but praises about the show. I'm definitely gonna give the show a shot, considering that season two has been popping off really well as of late. There's even a new episode that came out as of me recording this video, and I definitely gotta check this out because this is like one of the best summer slice of life animes come out 2018, and I just never got the chance to watch it unfortunately. So I am now gonna be determined to watch this so that I can be all caught up and going into season two with like full open arms nonetheless. Next, we have The World God Only Knows. Now, this one is a special case for me. This one kind of hits really personal because this, even though I did not watch the entire anime series at all, and this is a pretty old anime from 2010, I have actually completed the manga for this series, and I absolutely love the manga. It is amazing. This manga undoubtedly is one of the most influential mangas in my life that if I wasn't introduced to this manga, I probably wouldn't even survive my early stages going from middle school to high school, honestly, because the World God Only Knows is an amazing, amazing manga that I think is overturned and overlooked upon nowadays. And when there was an anime adaptation for it and I heard about it, I kind of didn't gloss over it and bother like watching the anime back then. But I think that now, with years drawing on and me talking about anime, I figured, you know what? I think it's time for you to finally give this show a shot. I still remember the manga super fondly to this day, so I think expectations for this anime adaptation is going to be exponentially high when I get to the World God Only Knows. But yeah, this one's going to be a personal one for me that I really hope I can get to watching. But like I said, I'm going to watch this. I will watch it. Next, Look Back. This one, I honestly realistically, I understand this was like everyone's anime of the year. This has won numerous awards at this point. I mean, Crunchyroll Awards, the Crunchyroll Anime Awards gave this thing like I think the best movie, best film, animated film of the year, if I'm not mistaken. And it's not surprising as to why, considering that like again, I honestly haven't heard about this film until I looked at Gaunt's best anime of 2024 video. Honestly, so I definitely want to get this movie a shot because in a bit of a future video I'm going to do, I want to do a redux of my best and worst animes of 2024. So this is definitely going to be one of the last few things I want to definitely check out for sure when given the chance. And then when we transition to one movie to another, Redline. I definitely want to give this movie a shot because I've heard many good things about this movie when I was first told about it. Even your boy Moist Critical slash Charlie actually loved Redline. He says that this is like one of his favorite anime movies of all time. So I figured, hey, why not give it a shot? It kind of feels a little like Hellsing Ultimate esque with where it's going, at least from what I can remember. So I really want to give this movie a shot and see how it is. Next on here, Katsunakatari. Now this one is an interesting one because I remember Katsunakatari really well. I absolutely loved the first two episodes when I initially was watching it, but then I stopped for whatever reason. I think because at the time there's a lot of animes that came out I think back in 2021 that made me unable to finish Katsunakatari. And keep in mind, each episode is like an hour long each. So this is a pretty lengthy 12 episode series where each episode's an hour long. So that's kind of was the reason why I stopped watching Katsunakatari. But given that years have drawn on and I have more free range of free time, I really want to get to finishing this show and actually talking about this once for all because I love the show. This show is absolutely amazing from the two episodes I watch, and I definitely will be determined to finishing the show 100% when given the chance. And then we move on to another show that I had left on hold at one point, and I'm going to actually finish, Girls Last Tour. This one, I'm not gonna lie, I watched 5 episodes of this when this came out, or not when it came out. Sorry, I watched 5 episodes of this during the pandemic year of 2020, where everyone was in COVID lockdown. I remember this show pretty fondly for like where it was heading, and it felt like it really rang true to like what was going on at the time during 2020. And for some reason, I couldn't finish this one, which is strange because I actually liked the art style, I liked the direction of where it was going, and it's such a shame I didn't finish it. But I'm going to do my absolute best to actually finish it because not only is this like a really good anime from what I remembered, but the fact is under White Fox Studios that I've been talking about and praising about because of the ReZero franchise as of late, like that kind of speaks volume that like yeah, I really gotta finish the show and really give my full thoughts out of the way with this one. And then up next we go into Slice of Life. So first off will be Canon, the 2006 anime adaptation by Kyoto Animation. Canon, I think for many hardcore anime fans who are into the slice of life genre, needs no introduction. This is a show that prior to Clannad coming out, Canon was like the Clannad of back in the day, and it's not surprising as to why. Again, I'm aware that maybe the art style hasn't aged all too well with this show and the next show I'm going to be talking about, but I really want to watch this because again, I love Kyoto Animation Studios. This was them during their slice of life peak era of like holy shit, they were making like the best slice of life imaginable. And I know it's gonna be like an emotional roller coaster ride that I'm expected to sit through. So we'll see. But 100%, I want to get to watch a canon. And going into canon, I would then be able to watch Clannad. So yeah, this one's like a bit of a two-part. So after I finish canon, I'm definitely gonna watch Clannad and give the sequels of Clannad a shot because again, I've been hearing nothing but praises and love to the freaking Lord to the sky about these two shows, and I definitely want to give them a shot back to back when I get to it. And then, of course, we can't stop Kyoto Animation without another three-peat with Hibeki Euphonium or Sound Euphonium. Now, I'm not just going to watch the first season of this show. I believe there's like 3 seasons or 4 seasons as of me recording this video. And I definitely want to give it a shot because this show has been touted as like one of the most underrated shows to come out of Kyoto Animation's back catalog, and no one has really talked about it. And I'm not gonna lie, if this is under Kyoto Animation, you best believe I'm gonna watch every single season of this and get my thoughts out of the way about it. Next will be Engaged to the Unidentified. Now this one I know is kind of cringe that I haven't watched this yet, and I should have watched this back in high school. Keep in mind, but like I didn't understand what was so popular and popping when it first came out, and that's why I kind of ignored it. But seeing this, you know, this logo here being popped up in tons of memes over the years makes me wonder, like, man, what the fuck did I miss about this show? So because of that, I'm actually gonna watch this to figure out what made this show so iconic that it's been memified to this day to an extent. So yeah, that's kind of the reason why I want to watch this and give the show a shot. And then up next we have Skip and Loafer, a show that came out back in 2023. This was touted as like one of the best slice of life animes come out that year. And honestly, I didn't even know the show came out that year. But the more I thought about it, the more I looked at back at the trailer, it made me like, oh shit, I actually did remember this anime. I didn't know why I didn't watch it in the first place because it definitely has like everything I would want from a slice of life anime, and I think I'll 100% check this out and give it a shot since they do have a season 2 coming around the corner. Ugh. All right, and then the next one we have a pretty old anime with Akagi, or in this translation here, as you see, it translates to The Legend of Mahjong Akagi. So, this one I'm 100% gonna give a show a shot because this was essentially Kaiji, um, before Kaiji even existed. And I mean, if you look at the art style from the poster alone, this is clearly giving off Kaiji esque um, inspiration, which is pretty obvious why it is. So, again, I guess instead of gambling, like risky gambling, like it was with Kaiji, it now involves Mahjong of all things, and I definitely want to check it out. You know, because I love Kaiji, I love the franchise as a whole, and this one would be a pretty cool way to see like what was to come before Kaiji even existed. All right, we're almost done though. So next we have Eurocamp or Laid Back Camp. Um, the fact that this has, I believe, 3 seasons as of me recording this video is pretty mind-boggling. That I didn't even give this franchise a shot, and I've been hearing nothing but massive, massive praises about this show. So because of that, I definitely gotta give the show a shot because it looks like it would have everything I would want from a slice of life anime, and the fact that it involves camping of all things seems like it would be within my wheelhouse to like give a shot and see what the show has to offer. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna give not only the first season a shot, but the later seasons a shot as well, depending how I feel. Next, we have the Tatami Galaxy, another anime from 2010 that, for some reason, I don't remember super well as to why I didn't give the show a shot. But I remember when this came out, this was gotten nothing but critical praise. Some even touted like this was like their favorite anime of 2010 that year. And I'm not gonna lie when I say this, I didn't watch it when it came out because I think around this time period I was literally a fucking young kid in elementary school, so I wouldn't know. And it wouldn't be until later on when it's like I was going to my high school era watching tons and tons of anime that I just didn't give the show a shot for some reason. So, kind of what it was with the World God Only Knows anime, I'm definitely going to give the Tatami Galaxy another shot in the dark and see if I like this show. Because, I mean, the fact that this is like Madhouse Studio implanted as well, I have to give it a shot because why not? Next, we have Shin Sakai Yori from the New World. This one is actually an anime that got recommended to me by a friend from my anime list, believe it or not. So, to have one friend on my anime list, I'm going to finally give this show a shot when I have the chance. But again, this apparently was like his number one favorite anime of all time, and I figured, okay, I'll give this one a shot. I never heard of this anime, but I'm going to 100% be determined to watch all 25 episodes of this when I get to it. And last but not least, we have Dusk Maiden of Amnesia. And I guess it's like a psychological horror anime to come out of 2012, the same year that another horror anime came out. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know there was another horror anime that popped off in 2012 that year. I definitely remember another and how infamous that show was, but not Dusk Maiden of Amnesia, believe it or not. But again, this is another Miami list recommendation from a friend that I knew from here, and I was touted to like, hey, give this show a shot. This is like one of the best horror animes to come out of 2012, and I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not a huge fan of horror anime per se, unfortunately, and not just because of how dismal the fucking Uzumaki anime was, for example. But I don't know. Just haven't been like a huge horror anime myself. But who knows? Maybe Dusk Made of Amnesia could really pop off and get my britches boiling for all I know. And yeah, that is essentially every anime I am planning to watch as of me recording this video. Again, if you have any anime recommendations that I should give a shot to watch, please let me know down in the comments below because, again, I have a ton of animes here that I am planning to watch, but it's going to take a lot of time and energy to like really get through majority of them. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one where I might be talking about an anime that I either love, hate, or something. But yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Later.